Welcome to the courtroom. Obviously, we're going to be rebutting Kid Blue. I didn't want to get his initial reaction. I wanted to get this video. I think this video is a little bit better to rebut. Either way, I told Kid Blue last night I was going to rebut him. I am. And Kid Blue, I just noticed I'm actually not subscribed to you. So I promise you after this video, I will subscribe to you. I do enjoy your content. So keep up all the good work that you're doing over there, by all means. But let's no further ado. Let's get into the bulk of the video.
Bright side of it. Listen, for everybody that was wondering.
Oh, just real quick. I started about 40 seconds into the video.
I completely understand a wide receiver does not win you a championship. All right, I get that. It's just that Odell Beckham is one of my all-time favorite Giants. I know because I'm a youngin. Whatever. All you young guys are the ones that like Odell Beckham and things like that. Listen, I love the fire. I love the passion. It reminds me of when you watch high school football or something like that, or if you've ever played backyard football. He has the same passion there in the NFL. It just kind of
All right, so I'm going to pause it there. I don't view what Odell had as passion. I've seen passion players, passionate, great players. Lawrence Taylor, Brian Urlacher, Michael Strahan. And I know I named all defensive guys there. But to me, I looked at Odell for what he is. A selfish player who's all about I, me. I didn't see fire and passion. I saw a whiner. I see a dude that would get pissed off and explode on the sidelines, pound that net, then try and marry it a week later. Then he would pee in the dog like an end zone. Like, all these things are just telling me, I don't care. I'm selfish. I'm out here for me. I'm out here to get paid. Like, I don't see fire and passion. I see a selfish player. I disagree with you totally on that point, Kid Blue. Let's continue on.
Kind of relates to you a little bit. I love the way Odell Beckham played on the field. Loved his fire, loved his passion. My only problem, I understand why he was traded, and you know what? I may even agree with it. We're in the rebuilding mode. We don't need a $19 million wide receiver to build a championship caliber team. The Oakland Raiders went in that direction. That's their problem. Odell, for the Giants, they want to trade their star player to get more picks and more cap space and things like that. Understandable, fine. What really just attacks my brain cells, just attacks them. Probably lowered my IQ for like 40 extra points. We traded for Jabril Peppers. I can't stress that enough. I get a lot of people that say Jabril Peppers is a great safety. He's great. Okay, none of you guys can debate me on Jabril Peppers even coming close to being the player that Odell Beckham was. Not even close. And for us to eat $16 million in cap, we have to eat that in dead cap. You better have given us a better player than Jabril Peppers. He was the worst. John Dorsey knew he didn't want to keep Jabril Peppers. He was the worst. They had 3 first round picks that year. He was the worst of the 3. David Njoku and Myles Garrett. Come on now. So Jabril Peppers, it doesn't even hurt them one bit. John Dorsey is just laughing right now in his office. He can't believe he traded Jabril Peppers for Odell Beckham Jr. and the 17th overall pick. Not even a top 10 pick, a 17th overall pick. And a 3rd round pick. You're telling me, Dave Gettleman, you couldn't squeeze out a 2nd round pick? You couldn't do that? You couldn't squeeze out a 2nd round pick? Come on. So I'm okay with the trade. I'm okay that we traded him. I'm saying now I'm okay that we traded him. The biggest problem to me now is what we traded him for. That's the biggest problem with me. Now
Alright, so I'm gonna go on my rant and then end the video. But, Kid Blue, you can definitely tell you're hurt by this, okay? First off, you don't even like Jabril Peppers. I'll tell you right now, Jabril Peppers on PFF take it with a grain of salt, is actually a higher graded player than Landon Collins. So, and much improved from his rookie season. Much improved. Now, I know he was used like more of a hybrid in Greg Williams' system. We'll see what Jabril Peppers can be. But we got a young 23-year-old guy who's done nothing but improve in the NFL. Then we get the 17th overall pick. That's going to be another solid player, or should be another solid player on our team. And then the third round picks, whatever. We didn't even have one, so it's good to have one back. Because our last year's third round pick was given up for Sam Beal in the other draft there, supplemental draft. There we go. But your perceived value of Odell Beckham Jr. is not his actual value, Kid Blue, and that's what you're struggling with. His perceived value is not his value is not as high as you believe it is. Yeah, I get it. He's a top 5 wide receiver. I get it that he's broken all these Giants records and whatnot. But has that added up into wins? No! Stop clouding the perceived value with actual value. The Giants got decent value back then on this, and considering the fact that Dave Gettleman made a mistake last year, giving Odell Beckham Jr. all that money in the first place. And the Steelers did the same thing with Antonio Brown. Wide receivers don't deserve that type of money, period. It's a dependent position, dependent on the quarterback. And the quarterback's dependent on that wide receiver consistently getting open. And I know a lot of people will then argue, well, Eli Manning this, Eli Manning that. No, we're talking about Odell Beckham Jr. here. Would Jerry Rice be the same player without Joe Montana? And would Joe Montana be the same player without Jerry Rice? The answer is no. Because what in the body of work do you see, Kid Blue, that you think that you have this ridiculous player? Because if you take his recent body of work, coming off a major injury 2 years ago, missed the last 4 games of last season, missed a couple games in his rookie season. His numbers last year for the first 12 games actually went down from 2016 in yak yardage and all this other stuff. Now, granted, Eli was probably a better quarterback in 2016 and 2018. That had something to do with it. But if Odell's the same player that you guys think he is, he should be the number 1 wide receiver in the NFL next year, bar none, not even close. But if I was looking at a player that had all the track record of Odell Beckham Jr., a very selfish player, and I got this value back, I'm happy. Because I don't see what you guys see. I saw when he was a rookie and, sophomore season, junior season, third season, whatever you want to call it. I saw the potential to become greatness. But then I saw the disaster that was. The constant headlines. The constant need for attention. The crying out. The pissing like a dog in the end zone. The headbutting of Josh Norman. The players like this don't win in this league. If I'll be shocked if Odell ever gets a Lombardi trophy. And to me, that's all that matters. The Giants have made years of mistake. It has culminated to this very trade, basically. And I'm okay with it. And as Giants fans, you should be too. Because we're finally rebuilding and we're getting towards something. People's perceived value of Odell is, I believe, higher than what his actual value is. And if I were John Dorsey, yes, I would be okay initially, but things I could see falling apart easily in Cleveland. Things seem hunky-dory now, but guys, give it time. Give it time. To sit there and judge this trade now is ridiculous. Don't judge anything on face value, because if Odell gets injured next year and it's a career-ending injury, we won the trade. If Cleveland doesn't make the playoffs, we won the trade. I'd argue if Cleveland doesn't make the Super Bowl, we won the trade. Because they've got, what, a 2-3 year window before they have to really start paying players? And then their window is going to close because then, by that time, Baker Mayfield's contract's up. I don't know what Jarvis Landry. I don't know all the contracts. Myles Garrett's going to need to get paid. And that team's going to start falling apart. So, guys, give it time before you sit there and judge this trade. And stop overjudging what you think Odell is to what he actually is. I think the Giants got back okay value in this trade. And only time will tell if I'm right or if Kid Blue is right. This has been One Giant Rebuttal. Please like and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Why not? And go Big Blue.